What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I'm Treyllo. Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Cyberpunk is out. It's officially on Steam. Everyone's playing it on Xbox, PS4, PC. It doesn't matter. It's out. Now, about 4 or 5 months ago, I made a video on Cyberpunk 2077 asking, is it going to be trash? A lot of people agreed with me. A lot of people disagreed with me. But today, I'm going to be giving you guys live Steam reviews on what people think of this game that came out less than 12 hours ago. So let's get into it. The first review says, I have a 1080 Ti with an i7 7700K. And I'm still not getting good frames. I'm still not having a good experience. This is something I can relate to. I don't have a great card. I have a 1070. And my game low-key runs like dog shit. As you guys can see through the background footage, I'm on all low settings and I'm struggling to get 60, 50 frames. Now this is okay. I hope the game will be optimized soon. But I'm more mad that in the recommended system specs that came out before the game even launched, they said the 1060 would be fine to run this game at 1080p on all high settings. So CD Projekt Red, bro, you were capped. But hopefully in time the game will be optimized so that everyone can run it at those recommended specs. This next person here went on to say that there's character glitches, crashes to desktop, sound compression issues, and a lot more bugs that are making the game sort of unplayable for him. He says the game is still a little bit undercooked, but when it's ready, it will be perfect. I feel like that's still hard to judge with only an hour of playtime in the review. I mean, the game's been out for a day, but I'm not sure if there's enough bugs to make it feel unplayable. I've definitely run into a few things that made it kind of weird and confusing at some points, but nothing that's completely turned me off from the game in general. I still haven't crashed yet. So this person said obtaining a wanted level in the crime system is bad. Cops will spawn behind you. There's a basic way to get rid of them, and some other nitpicks, but I will agree with one thing: the crime system is awful. As many people have noticed, when you commit a crime, 2 or 3 cops will just immediately spawn behind you and put their guns up and start shooting you. And if you kill those cops behind you, another 6 or 7 will just spawn next to them. I mean, games like Watch Dogs and GTA had this down in 2013. I would really expect a game with so much crime involvement like Cyberpunk 2077 to have more advanced police AI and a crime system overall. I'm confident this will be updated, but I'm not sure. This review is a little bit lengthy, but I'm gonna summarize it. Essentially, he feels that the characters have no weight to them, there's no real connections, and a lot of them he just doesn't really care about because the game gives you no reason to care. Your dialogue choices and actions don't feel like they have a real effect in the world, and that makes it all feel kind of pointless. I'm still trying to decide myself if I agree with that. Right now, I think I have like 8 hours in the game, and I understand that some of the dialogues can be uninteresting and unrepresentative of who the characters are, because often it's yourself who you don't really know anything about, your friend who you don't know much about, and you talking about 2 other people you don't know anything about. And because there's not many built up relationships, you start to get lost in the dialogue and not really understand who's who. But it is a long game, so I think down the line we'll start to understand who these characters are more and care about them. This is a review that's pretty unique because it says if you hate level gating, don't consider buying this game yet. Level gating is the halt of progression because you don't have the necessary skills or power level to surpass a certain mission, which stops you from completing and progressing through the story. He compares it to the new Assassin's Creed games, which did unfortunately suffer from this problem. I don't know, I feel like some people like level gating because it progresses you both skillfully and story-wise, which kind of go hand in hand, but it's understandable that not everyone wants to go through that grind of leveling up your skills and items to progress through the main story. I think as everyone plays more and we get a sense of how much that grind is to level up, we'll start to see if it's okay or not. A game that didn't do level gating, which was good, was Jedi Fallen Order. Through the story, you unlock new skills, and by the time you're at the end of the game, you had everything and it felt really cool. We're just gonna have to wait and see with Cyberpunk. Nonetheless, I just wanted to grab a couple negative reviews and see what people think poorly of the game right now to see how they're improved over time. I think this game has a ton of potential, obviously, but it does need a couple polish ups before it's fully what everyone thought it was going to be, like I said in my last video. Nonetheless, this game is no joke. It had 1 million players active on Steam today, which is ridiculous, especially for a single player game, and just on Steam alone. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you think of Cyberpunk. How has your experience been going so far? What would you change? What would you add? Let me know down below. Without further ado, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.